asked him. He said it's a no-go zone for anybody. Going around that way.
So you have to go wrap around the backside?
He said you have to go around the back if you want to go on either side. Are you streaming on Move for Just Right?
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna talk. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Hey everyone, this is Emma. I'm live right now in St. Paul in front of the Minnesota Governor's Mansion. That's this building right here. Every Saturday right now, there's a couple of different groups, like the Bikers for Trump and other groups that are linked with them, have been gathering in front of the mansion and plan to for future Saturdays also. Last Saturday they had a truck out here and they were grilling food. But then a group of counter-protesters came up and there was a bit of a clash that included some mace and stuff like that. And so the police are obviously anticipating something else like that potentially happening today. So they put up 2 sets of barricades here with a big space in the middle. So that, as you can see, all the Trump supporters on that side can't talk to whoever will end up being on this side. Right now there is nobody here except for probably some people that were going for a walk and are wondering what's happening, and a little bit of press. Over the summer they did this a couple times. This gap in the middle was a lot smaller, so the two groups could interact with each other a little bit. But the barricades actually ended right here at the curb, so if you wanted to, you could walk to the other side. Press could freely go back and forth to document what's happening on both sides of the barricades, and people who did want to engage in conversation could also do that, and that happened a little bit. But this time, they've put barricades all the way up to these yards, and as you can see, they've locked the barricades together, and they're doing that to these also. So to get to the other side, we have to go to the next block and go down this street over here, and go down the alley to get around. So even press are going to be prevented from crossing this barricade, which is a little unfortunate that they make it so difficult to get to the other side, because then you end up having to choose one set of the barricades that you're going to stand on. If anybody was watching my live stream from last week, I was not here when there was the clash between the two different groups. I came in afterwards just to document what was happening here, as I've done, I think, starting in March and in May, when there were reopen protests that happened here and at the state capitol. So I've seen a lot of the people that are over there before, and I've taken photos of them, and I've filmed their events, but last Saturday they did not like that I was doing that. And so it was more one person specifically was trying to block our camera, actually damaged the camera. On this video right now, you probably see 4 little purple dots up in the corner. That was from, I believe it was one of the Proud Boys that was doing security for the event, did that because they didn't want us there. So right now, I'm standing on this side of the fence because this happens to be the side of the fence that I walked up on. But if I, as press, wanted to go on the other side and document, I honestly don't feel like I would be let in on that side and be able to approach the barricade from the other direction. I could be wrong, but after getting my camera damaged last week and getting pushed around a little bit, I don't necessarily want to try doing that again. So for now, this is where I'm standing. As I've been standing here talking to you, more press have come up and asked these police officers if they could go on the other side of the barricade, but they were also told no. And you can see some more people over there that want to get on the other side of the barricades, but they can't. I know the police have preemptively set up these barricades because of what happened last weekend. And like I said, I haven't seen such a big space between the two barricades. And personally, it doesn't really help any. It prevents something bad from happening. But then people who would be willing to talk to each other and listen to what someone has to say are completely prevented from doing that when they're this far apart. Like there's no opportunity for any useful dialogue unless you go a block over and try to get in. But down on the other side there, you can see that's where some of the armed folks are that are on the other side. They've got in a little bit of a clump in the middle of the street, being security for that side and probably paying a lot of attention to who comes in. I'm going to hand off my phone so I can take a few photos of what's happening on the other side now.
Stand out here, man, and utilize for what we're standing out here for. You know what I'm saying? These officers is out here, I'm quite sure they're cold like we cold. If you're gonna come out here for absolutely business. Come out here to make some real changes. Instead of throwing bottles and all this stuff. And if anybody on this side come over here on that, then for the ones that's over here that's for the peace, then y'all keep it peaceful. Y'all keep it peaceful. You know what I'm saying? I understand that they're saying we're all different. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're not different than me. right? Huh? You're no different than me, right? Huh? You're no different than me, right? Okay. So you breathing like me. So let's stand for the peace, fellas. Let's stand for the peace. God loves this country. God loves these people. And God loves this situation. Even though it don't look right, don't look well, and it seems like it ain't going nowhere, it seems like no change is coming. But my Bible tells me that where God is, there's freedom and there's liberty. So that's in this country, that's in this city. My Bible says, for all things, I become expedient. Absolutely. I'm going to show you that Christ, he'll humble himself to come down. He'll put on a mask too. Here, give me a mask.
Wait, what?
Yeah, give me one. It's a nice one too.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Oh, this John. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's a nice one, John.
You want your God's pad back?
Okay. Okay. All right. So now I got my mask on. God bless you. I want to give me a hug.
Thanks for putting on the mask.
Jesus love you. Okay? Jesus loves you. He loves you. I love you too. You know what? I'm with you. Let's roll. Bless you. Bless you, man. Bless you. Bless you, man. God be blessed. So I just say that. People come over here, I understand there's a lot of anger out here, but come on, man. Let's help one another. You know what I'm saying? I understand on both sides there's going to be things that's said and done that shouldn't be. But if we are here for the common goal of making sure that this government is hearing what we're saying by taking a stand, your standing and your living and your standing is not in vain. Your coming out here today is not in vain. There is purpose, that's why you're out here. That's why you come here.
Fascism is when government colludes with business.
Right?
Government right now is forcing business down.
Yeah.
Killing
Yes.
the little people,
Yes.
and they're letting the big ones go
Yes.
because it's easy to control a few big
Yes.
businesses.
Yes.
Well, it's not really like
Yeah.
how fascism worked in like the that's okay. We can like
Oh, look,
like
look
no,
at
it's
the
not. This is not.
definition.
This is sorry, man. I'm sorry.
You don't get to make it all up. There's
No,
a
no, it's not about
definition
making.
of
It's not
what
about making it up. It's about like like academics over the years pointed to that being what happened, and you're describing something completely else. You're actually describing something that like was preventable, and like the small businesses didn't have to die, but they didn't shut down and they didn't take correct precautions, so everything got fucked up. No, it wasn't the mandated lockdowns that was trying to like get together in some weird conspiracy cabal to like bring the small businesses down for the benefit of Amazon. That is absolutely insane.
Well, I'm not saying that.
Well,
that was the case,
but like,
but
why?
Amazon
What's the
is
motive? Why would they do that? Why would we massively suicide our economy for no apparent reason?
Because there's a lot of corrupt politicians. There's a lot of corrupt
Why would
people.
they want to do that? What
Because
is in their benefit?
they want to protect their fiefdom.
Their fiefdom.
Their fiefdom.
So you believe
Their
that?
their tyranny. When they
Yeah.
can control. Look what the control that they've been able to put on this COVID. It's interesting. You go to the CDC's website and look and see. As soon as COVID started, the influenza went away. The influenza does not exist on the CDC website this year. We were at 4,000 deaths per day from the influenza. Do you know how many people die of the influenza each year in the United States?
Well, around the world, I know
No,
it's
in the United States.
well, it's about like 80K.
That's on the
At
high
like
side.
a really bad end, but like and good like in a good year,
Right, and they don't
is
die-
it's
they
usually
don't-
around an average of like 45.
And who
And
dies?
we're at like 200 and like what 85,000 deaths.
That's
as of
because they're
today?
calling every person who dies of anything.
Well,
they're
that's
calling
no,
COVID.
that's so silly.
You
No,
can-
no, that's just a misunderstanding about how
No.
people die. You do death certificates. Yeah, no, that's
Yes.
just, no, that's a misunderstanding about on your part actually of how they do that. Because like if someone has like stage 4 cancer and then all of a sudden gets COVID, honestly, if that person was staying alive when they didn't have stage 4 cancer, they probably could have survived that COVID. But
Okay.
since they got that COVID, that's what led to their death because
Right.
they couldn't breathe anymore.
But that happened in 2019, in 2020. It never happened before.
What do you mean? What never happened before? I'm not
Pe-
understanding what article you're talking about.
people died of pneumonia when they had stage 4 cancer, but they didn't. They said they died of
No,
pneumonia.
that's totally mentioned in the birth certificate. They're just no, that's not birth certificate.
So
Death
what
certificate.
they've done
no,
is
but what they're going to do?
they've used COVID as a
No,
scare
no, no,
tactic
no,
to control
no,
people.
no, because they're still going to put pneumonia on that death certificate no matter what. But the overall cause of death there is stage 4 cancer. But here's the other thing: the main cause of death doesn't need to be COVID to be counted as a COVID death because it worked in
But to
conjunction.
sca-
It's
but to scare
it's a
and-
synthetic relationship.
But to scare and control people, that's
But
exactly what they're doing.
no, but that's just
COVID-19.
Well, okay, let's go back to like the fiefdom thing. I take it as you guys are libertarians, right?
No.
No?
Libertarians, no.
Maybe not you, but
No.
you seem to be kind of libertarian, small government type fella, right? And really, at the end of the day, what that's doing is creating a feudal society by allowing the rich to get massively, massively richer. Honestly, at the end of the day, I would love to see like a free market system over. Like with small businesses and shit.
You mean
in
like
comparison,
Iowa?
comparison to what we're going towards right now. But I think that what you guys are doing, or with the prop money,
What you say? What you say?
Throw it out
Seems
to
really
the yard.
understand about talking about.
And I just want to, I want
Iowa,
to
Nebraska, South
I want to
Dakota,
kind of
didn't shut
answer.
down.
I want to kind of answer the question to the first question. Why? I'm going to show you
Things
why.
happening over that way.
Okay.
People got in a club and started chanting. So I think.
Okay?
yeah, okay.
Sorry, we'll go back to that conversation in a second, but I think something's happening over there because people moved that way and started chanting USA, USA and got in a group. And then right when that happened, all these bike cops came out from one of the driveways in between these two houses through the front yard.
Everyone loves a bribe and runs after gifts. They do not bring justice to the fatherless and the widow, but they do not come to them.
Well, perhaps
That's
if
a
we had
topic.
I know, but perhaps if we had a system of like actual representation in this country, then we wouldn't be living under kings. And if we didn't want to be living under kings, then we would want to rise up as the
if
people.
we was all
wouldn't
living
we?
by, I'm gonna tell you now, if we was all living by 2 commandments,
Well, I'm not quite sure who you think the real enemy is. What's that?
if we was all living by 2
Why?
commandments,
Because the guys that are on top have been there forever, and they're making a ton of
Well,
money.
yeah, like we shouldn't have those people there, but I do believe that some of the people that I think that you may stand up for are really a part of that problem, and that's really, and like it's not to say that like Nancy Pelosi isn't a piece of shit. Like I'm not gonna say that. Like I don't like her, but I think Donald Trump is like one of the worst things that's ever happened to this country. Also, at the same time, I think those are two mutually, compatible
Give
statements.
me one example of what you think he did outside of the Constitution or whatever else.
Oh, well, I can actually point to situations where he like
I seen him be a
completely
debate. Let him have his
violated
thought.
constitutional law.
let him have his
Oh, I'm
thoughts.
just curious what.
Let him have his thoughts. That's his freedom right
Well, I
there.
tell you guys.
That's his freedom.
I'm not going to change your mind. I'm just curious what people think.
That's his freedom right there.
What, freedom?
No, I'm saying that's your freedom of thinking. That's your own freedom of thought. Nobody can't.
Well, so
nobody
what
can't
you're saying,
change
so what
the
you're
way you
doing
think.
is you're kind of forwarding like the sophist
No.
image of like nothing
No,
exists.
no,
You're just
no,
like a
it all
relativist.
exists.
You're
It
a
all
relativist.
exists.
You
It
like-
all exists. It all exists, my friend. I'm not against what you're even saying. It all exists. But the key is, okay, talking about it and doing something about it, there's a difference.
Well, yeah,
If we-
you do stuff about it. Though.
If we don't just come out here and talk and get angry,
This is
and
the only
not-
thing I do.
No,
That's
this
the
is
thing.
not all we can do. This
Yeah.
is not all we can do. This is all that we've been used to doing. Coming out here running our mouth. and not taking the next step.
I hate big corporations.
And not making the next step.
I don't think it's
You know what?
capitalism. I think
If we gonna step in, we might have marched behind these police and just march up to the front door.
these little restaurants.
But I mean, let's just get to the front door. Hey, Walt, bring it. If we just gonna do something,
And even what else these people that live in?
let's stop the talk, man. The talk is cheap.
Well, yeah. But like
All of
I
these
don't see why,
protests
like, in
is
Kansas,
cheap. If we ain't gonna go up in that mattress.
Because I bicycle around the city.
It is that simple. If we ain't gonna go up in there, it's garbage.
For anyone just tuning in, we're live in St. Paul on Summit Avenue in front of the Minnesota Governor's Mansion. This is where Minnesota Governor Tim Walz lives. On Saturdays, the folks across the street from me, across these barricades, have been gathering for different reasons. Last week, I think it was called something about the vote, but I think their messaging is a little varied, but there's obviously a lot of American flags and a lot of Trump flags. They were right here, right in front last Saturday, and then some counter-protesters came in from this side, and those folks are planning on gathering again and coming here this time. So because of what happened last time, I imagine, is why you see this barricade and that barricade and all of these bike cops in the middle to prevent conflict. But this large space in between also prevents anyone from having a useful or interesting conversation with people, and it forces people to pick sides. Me, for example, I'm here as the press. Right now I'm wearing my press vest. I have my press pass. I walked in from this side and we asked the officers if press could go on the side of the barricade there and walk through the grass in the front yards to get to the other side. And they said, no, if we want to get to the other side, we have to go a block down, walk around and go into the other side. Those people that were here having conversation a little bit ago, I suppose, are from the other side, but they walked up this way and had some conversation. I don't know if anybody learned anything in that conversation, but at least people were given the opportunity to discuss things. This giant barricade makes that challenging. I don't know if those people specifically wanted to come over to this side or they were just trying to walk over there. I've seen, since I've been here, a lot of people that are this direction to get with those people not being able to because the barricade is here. So a lot of them have moved off of the fence and are further down the block.
They're starting their march.
Okay. And I wish I could get over to the other side of the barricade quickly, but if I wanted to, I would have to walk to that street over there, down a block that way, all the way down Grand Avenue or through this alley, and there's the next cross street over there, which is a long time when documenting something like this and not knowing if there'll be a speaker that I need to pay attention to, if there will be some sort of conflict, if I need to document the police response or whatever. So I'm hesitant to walk down that way. But I did just hear that the group of the other people that are coming here, because this group is gathered here, have just left the park that they gathered at. And they should be heading this way. I believe it's just a few blocks away. So that lady right there just yelled at the police and said, "I thought you guys were here to protect us from Antifa." Well, they're over there on the other side and they're causing problems. So she's not happy. She says, we really appreciate you guys, but this just seems pointless. Yes.
Desegregation! I'm talking to you. Yep. Take these walls down.
What's the chances of me getting my ass kicked if I go over there and start dancing? Just start dancing and then put my shirt down and I'm like, yeah, let's hang out.
You know, we were here last week after the conflict happened. We came to just document what was happening here because I've documented the same people at their reopen protests and stuff in the past because I'm press, so I document things. And they, a couple of people really didn't want us there.
Yeah.
Gave us a hard time, pushed him, actually damaged our phone.
Really?
Camera.
Yeah.
But other people, after that happened, were totally fine talking to us and finding out what we're doing, who we are, what we think, whatever. So if you found the right people over there, there are some of them that would totally probably be okay.
I just
but you
want-
might find other ones that wouldn't
Right.
be.
Right, that would break the law
So,
because
yes.
we're trying to.
Yeah, so which I
Voice
don't
our
know.
freedom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know who you'll stumble upon. But these walls prevent any useful conversation or discourse or anything. They're so far apart too. Nobody on the side who wants to talk to anybody over there is going to be able to.
Right.
Nobody on that side that would want to talk to somebody, which people do. People
Right.
are fine talking. This is so big that you can't. And it makes you forced to pick a side.
I've watched people that I agree
Don't
with
like.
get triggered for the past 4 years, so I'm like, well, isn't it our turn? Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
guys, if I don't agree with them, can I go over there and hang out? Is that cool? No, I mean, I'll just walk around. All right, cool. I'll see you guys soon.
I don't know. He's a Black Lives Matter shirt on under his
That's
coat.
your side. Why do you need to be over here? You guys called the cops so you can have your own side of the street. Why do you need to be over
I thought
here?
this was America!
I'm just
What are you
asking
fighting
a
for?
question.
What are you
I'm
fighting
just asking
for?
a question.
I
Why
thought
do you
this was
call the
America!
cops so you can have your own
Don't
side of the
question
street?
me!
But
Don't
you still
tread
have
on
to go
me!
to our side.
Don't
That's
tread on me!
love us.
That's all you gotta tell yourself in your mind! Because I'm living rent free! I'm living rent free! Guess what? Black Lives Matter and they always will, honey! They always will! I'll see you soon! I'll see you soon! Antifa! Antifa!
Patriot in the
Boogeyman!
making.
Sweet, Peter Piper's here with the sound system.
Oh, good.
Thanks! I got it from your wife!
Have fun on your walk over to our side. This is what I'm talking about, guys. They're just walking right around and coming over here. You guys are holding the line for nothing. When the line is actually moved, it's not here now.
You could always attach that to a fence and put like that one. Should I go to the other side? I wish it wasn't so far away.
have trouble seeing, huh? You have trouble seeing and hearing?
If we put these barricades I showed earlier, there's another counter protest coming down Summit. They're marching down right now.
Oh, it's Trump? So Q is Trump?
Stand up.
Good job. Good job wearing your mask.
Socialism works. Where do you have proof that masks work? Do you know the cure rate for COVID for people under 70 is over 99.5%? I can't do it now.
Some people would have
You even try to read your own sign?
Yes, please. I'm sorry, the educators have
Hey, Patriot.
Trump is number one.
Here, maybe this will help. This will help. Here you go. We didn't call the police.
I didn't ask them to be here.
My guess is it's the rich people around here.
they're just
Here, is this big enough for you?
That's way easier than me. You're doing better, dude.
Hey, appreciate it.
Proud of you.
I just gotta follow this, right?
You might be a real protester someday.
Can you turn it this way a little bit? Now they're just laughing.
You said fuck racism, yet you racially judge me by the color of my skin. I'm not fucking racist because I'm white. You fucking racist. Just because you admit that you're a racist doesn't mean all other whites are.
So what happened to George Floyd? What happened to him? Just a normal guy walking around. What happened to a white guy? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. White guy, knee on the neck, just like that.
Have you looked at the data on how many people have been arrested that way and not one who died?
Hey, brother, I agree with that one side. I do. The girl next to you, not so much.
I'm not a girl.
Whatever. All right, you're a guy. Man, baby.
Hey, what do you guys think about Muslims, huh? Talk about Muslims a little bit. Racist talk.
You will never be a woman.
Now they're gender shaming people now. This is what they've been
Call part one on me. Part one.
You're the only racist. Are you kidding me? You're the least tolerant of anybody. You're the intolerant.
I'm from rural Minnesota. I know how you fucking white people talk. I know all you fucking racists talk in your basement. You keep the black people around for plausible deniability. Then you go in your fucking basement and call them the N-word. Yeah, I know you fucking assholes work. I have black family members. I can't be racist. I'm married to a woman. I can't be sexist.
know, you're complicit in white supremacy, is what you are. You're token. You're the plausible deniability, so they can be like, we're not racist. Look at this black man.
You understand nothing about the fucking time.
Hey, you got a nice smile. Hey, I know you guys talk to him like in person, like all you white people. But in the basement, you secretly want nothing to do with it. 'Cause I know you fuckers. It's all a show. It's all a show so you can have plausible deniability of racism. I'm from fucking Sleepy Eye, Minnesota. You know how fucking racist that place is? All you fucks are from places like that. Same with these cops. These cops come from fucking racist places and they come to police in the cities.
Tell each other how to think. You don't tell each other when we can go to a store. You don't tell him anything. He makes up his own mind.
Where has socialism worked?
Where does it say socialism? If equality means socialism, then fuck yeah, I'm for socialism. I will. I'll go over to Europe. Fuck it. This place sucks. Fucking police state. I don't like that guy either. Absolutely. They infiltrated it hardcore. I bet some of these guys out here are part of the KKK. I've been out and about. You guys are the one that came out of your basement somehow. I don't know. You think it's okay to be racist, apparently.
Got their shields and everything out.
Yeah, so people.
Yeah.
Different state controls.
Yeah, do you want to go across the front? We can go through the back of this one. Well, it looks like they're moving again, though. It's so hard to know. Can we ask again if we can go around the fence? Yeah. I think I'll just try to hurry. Do you want to go with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try to go around the block. I know, but they've specifically told us that we can't.
It's such a tiny wall to jump right over.
Yeah. For anyone just tuning in, we're live in St. Paul. We were in front of the St. Paul Governor's Mansion on Summit Avenue, where there's a bunch of Trump supporters on the other side of 2 lines of barricades. And counter-protesters are coming here. Kind of, I guess, supposed to be on this side of the barricades, but something's happening over on the other side. Some riot police, or possibly the state patrol, look like they were forming a little line over there. But the 2 lines of barricades, they're not letting any of the demonstrators or the press even cross them. You have to walk around the block to get there. So in that amount of time, whatever's happening might stop. So now we're walking through the alley that is just north of Summit, that's parallel to Summit Avenue. Sounds like these might be the counter protesters. I think I hear no Trump, no KKK. There's the State Patrol spy plane that has been up in the air since 11:58 this morning, circling the governor's mansion. You can see Summit Avenue right through there. We're getting close. Got a bunch of police back here too. Aha!
This one is from the police chief of St. Paul Police, Todd Axtell. Todd Axtell. Fuck you. Fuck your jails. Fuck Todd Axtell. Fuck you. Fuck your jails. Fuck Todd Axtell. Fuck you. Fuck your jails. Fuck. Fuck you. Fuck your jail. Fuck. Fuck you. Fuck your jails. Fuck. Fuck you! Fuck your jail! Fuck! Fuck you! Fuck your jail! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 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 9, 10, 11.
All right, so there's the governor's mansion. There's the barricades. We had been over there. Now we've got the State Patrol here. Oh, they do have food here again. And then it looks like everybody over there's got a bunch of shields. I'm gonna hand off my phone so I can take some pictures.
No pipeline! No KKK! No racist USA! No pipeline! No pipeline! No pipeline! No KKK! No racist USA! No pipeline! Buck 12! Buck 12! Buck 12! Buck 12! And Buck 12! Buck
So you can at least be happy for that. Because most of y'all old white men anyways.
Who said you could talk?
What's the noise? Fuck them Proud Boys. What's the noise? 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 I'm right here, good old boy. You can come over here. Step from behind your homies right there. You can come up from behind your slave catchers. You can come up from behind your slave catchers. I'm right the fuck here. I'm right the fuck here. We need the shields to move in the middle of the street. Shields to move in the middle of the street. Shields in the middle of the street. Y'all are real tough behind your slave catchers. Y'all are real tough behind your slave catchers. What's the noise? 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 What's the noise?
Machines can do a better job than you, and this is what you get for asking questions. The leading supreme sacrifices must be made.
I say Proud Boy, you say Piss Boy, Proud Boy, Proud Boy. And I say Proud Boy, you say Piss Boy, Proud Boy.
Anyone that's just tuning in, if you could do me a favor and share this live stream if you haven't already, that would be great. We're at the intersection of Chatsworth and Summit Avenue in St. Paul. That's the governor's residence right over there. There's Trump supporters here, surrounded by the State Patrol. There's St. Paul police on bikes right over there. There's state troopers in the, or State Patrol, state troopers. Some of them say State Patrol on the back and State Trooper on their sleeves in the camo right there.
These good old boys don't know how to fucking dance. We found a real good song to dance to. So if you want to take up space in the middle of the street and dance, we're about to play a song for y'all. I think you'll like it.
We're sorry, you just have to leave. Unemployment runs out after just 6 weeks. How does it feel to be a budget cut? You're snipped. You no longer exist. So when you leave the cuts,
No cops, no KKK, no racist USA. No cops, no
Down there and take some pictures.
This is the activation of the emergency broadcast.
Black lives, they matter here!
Fuck
Native dogs, they matter here!
Fuck Donald Trump.
Hey!
Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald
We know y'all like this track!
Yeah,
we know y'all don't know how to dance! We're gonna get it poppin' for you!
Speak up,
hey!
Fuck Donald Trump.
Hey!
Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump.
Hey!
Yeah, fuck Donald Trump.
I got a question. How'd he make it this far? How the fuck did it begin? A Trump rally sounds like Hitler in Berlin or KKK shit. Now I'm going in, I'm just saying what's real. Don't give a fuck who I've been, cause it's gotta be said. It's gotta be said, it's off the top like the toupee on Donald Trump's head. This man's not peaceful, racism's evil. This man hates Muslims, that's 1 billion fucking people. If truth be told, Donald is a terrorist. Reasons why the world's got a problem with Americans, the fuck is going on? people just passed. A mass murder happened, you said thanks for the congrats. Try and get your votes up, you don't got class. Orlando was a tragedy, you react fast and it made it about you. The Bush campaign is going all bad if he wins this damn thing. Man, America's fucked. If he's next up, take a day to undo what Obama fixed up. It's Young Gerald, so you know who said it. And Ivanka could get it straight up. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump.
Oh, we right. Check it. Nah. We protest when we see the tour bus. Too scared to get out, that's why the door's shut. Your politics are like a starburst plan. Why? Nobody fucks with the orange one. Banning all Muslims, alright, fool. What if we ban all the white dudes? Because a couple have run up in trench coats and rifles and killed in the name of Jesus Christ at the high school. How about we stop selling automatic guns? You got rich cause your daddy gave you automatic funds. Add it up, you an automatic punk, what it is. I'm just trying to make America great again. Party in the streets when Hillary wins. If she don't, my girl's half Canadian. Actually, nah, I'm not gonna stay with them. I got an eagle on my arm, I'm a patriot. I'ma stay right here, I ain't living in fear. With my people who are Muslims, Mexican and queer. And we ain't gonna let you fuck up 4 years. Ain't gonna let you fuck up 4 years.
Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah. Thought I was making songs just to ride to, but come to find out your own kind don't even like you. Macklemore don't like you, G-Eazy don't like you. The West Weenies, they scared to say it, but they don't like you. Obama don't like you, Michelle don't like you. Been trying to make it to one of your rallies, but I ain't had time to. Cause on your golf course just to find you. Like, where you hiding at? Who you lying to? Fuck your gear rich scheme, I've been balling out. You too old to keep lying, that's why your hair falling out. Donald Trump, call him out. KKK supporter, his favorite phrase, support him. How the fuck y'all endorse him? Since America is fucked up anyway, give Obama a third term, that's what plenty say. Just left Texas with the stains for a couple thousand. And had your same color people hollering, fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah.
I'm sick of you hoes trying to run mine. I'm coming with the gun line, running after one time. I got a bunch to get you blue suits, black suits, white suits, and state troops. That's the way you made us. Send a nigga to the penitentiary is how you played us. Locked us up for the summer. Took the nigga's name away and passed his ass a number. Just because you legally pack a gas, man, doesn't necessarily mean you have to point it at the black man. Especially your black cops, you let your gas pop because them hawkers got you brainwashed. So now we come to new dealings. Fuck all the dumb shit, the line of work is cat billings. I'm cutting shit short, ain't no filling out reports, cause you ain't making it to court. I'm on freedom wing, from the hole in my glove, for fucking off Rodney King. It ain't nothing you can ask us, and since justice is blind, I'm about to get some glasses.
Alright, let's get Shields back to the front. Let's get our people back behind the shield line if possible.
Mr. Officer, get officer. I wanna put your ass in the coffin, son.
Cops and Clan go hand in hand. Cops and Clan go hand in hand. Cops and Clan go hand in hand.
I wanna put your ass
go hand in hand. Cops and Clan go hand in hand. Go hand in hand. Cops and the Clan go hand in hand. Say the cops and the Clan go hand in hand.
And bleach my fucking skin so I can look like these white folks.
Cops and the Clan go hand in hand.
The brutality in my neighborhood is getting persistent. Cause you wanna harass me, yeah. And if I talk back, you wanna bust my black ass, G. Just like Rodney King. But if you try that shit with me, it's gonna be a different scene. Try to pull me over on the dope road, but I'll be damned if I don't ride my 9 unload until every blue shirt turns red. You heard what I said. I want all you put them motherfuckers dead. So you better start picking out your coffin, son, cause I'm coming after your ass.
Mr. Officer, cook it officer. I wanna put your ass in the coffin, son. Cause you done fuck with niggas like myself for too long. It's time to grab a motherfucking line and get it on. Mr. Officer, cook it officer. I wanna put your ass in the coffin, son. Cause you done fuck with niggas like myself for too long. It's time to grab a motherfucking shit and get it on. Call me up the other day, I got a drunk.
Shields up front! Shields up front!
I shot a nigga the other day.
Shields up front! Shields up front! Who's the enemy? White supremacy! Who's the enemy? 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 What's the noise? Fuck them Proud Boys. What's the noise? 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 What's the noise?
We're live in St. Paul right now at Summit in Chatsworth. The Minnesota Governor's Mansion is right on the other side of these people. The police anticipated that there would be a conflict here between these two groups, so there's two sets of barricades set up in the middle of Summit over there, with a large amount of space in between the two, so that people couldn't get close to each other. So the Trump supporters were gathered over there, and this other group came up from this direction, so that the barricades are not in the middle.
What do we want? When do we want it? Not so long ago, the St. Paul Police Department killed a black man by the name of Jeffrey Smith. Say his name. 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 Say his name.
So that lady that just walked by, she threw her glasses over here. She's with Mill City Citizen Media. I believe she probably wants to be on the other side of this police line, but they're not letting her through. Hey.
Say his name. 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 Not too long ago, the St. Paul Police Department killed a black man by the name of Marcus Golden. Say his name. Marcus Golden. Say his name. 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 1, 2, 3. Fuck white supremacy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What's the noise? What's the noise? Fuck them Proud Boys. What's the noise?
Looks like the St. Paul police are moving these road closed signs.
What's the noise? What's the noise? What's the noise? What's the noise?
Exactly, Chris. All you have to do is be racist and you've got an entire police department backing you. This isn't just one police department. We've got St. Paul PD and
So both groups here think that the police are protecting the other side.
I said 9, 10, 11. I said 9, 10, 11. ACAB. ACAB. Minnesota doesn't have a death penalty, but they do have the St. Paul Police Department. They're in the top 20 for the most lethal police. That's in the right now. Police departments. The most unprofessional, bullshittiest police departments.
Right now, is on the mic talking about specifically. I don't know if they are right at this moment, but they have been the deadliest police department in the state and in the top handful of deadliest police departments in the state when they aren't the top. the intersection of Chatsworth and Summit in St. Paul, Minnesota right now. We've got what you could call a bunch of Trump supporters behind the St. Paul Police Department and State Patrol over on this side, and Antifa and others over behind these shields on this side, and a table. I think that's a tabletop.
Native lives, they matter, yeah? Long lives, they matter, yeah? Hey, listen to your boss. Listen to your daddy. Listen to your daddy. Listen to your daddy. Do what he says.
The Trump supporters are also a lot of the same people who have been out all summer, all pandemic, for the reopen protests. It's like the Bikers for Trump and Hold the Line and some other groups. They gathered here last Saturday also. And in response to them using the Proud Boys as security, these other folks mobilized to basically protest against that, to counter-protest because the Proud Boys are involved here. And these folks on this side are planning on gathering every Saturday in front of the Minnesota governor's residence, which is like halfway down this block in the direction that the camera's pointing right now. They started gathering today at noon. There were also some Trump supporters at the Minnesota State Capitol at the same time, which is also in St. Paul. From what I heard, I was not there, about 100 people were over there, and then they were planning on going down University Avenue to the Target store to go into Target. I don't know if it would be all 100 of them or how many of them were planning on going into the Target without masks on. Target got word that that was going to happen because the plan was talked about on live streams. So Target was warned and changed the way that they were letting people into the store. So I think that kind of thwarted that plan, and a lot of those people then came over here, probably to the governor's mansion. I did not see them, and I have not asked them, so I'm not entirely sure how many of them did each of those things, but those are the things that I heard about before coming here. This group was scheduled to gather around 2:30 at a nearby park, and then they marched over here.
Trump. So you're literally fuck Obama too. I hear you want that. But then why are you on the side of these? Trump actually signed an executive order ending family separation immediately after all that happened. And what has happened? But guess what's actually happening at the border? People are still dying in cages. Oh, you're gonna hit me? You can't hit me. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna let your fucking talk. Back up my neck.
Went back over to the other side.
Did you drop anything? Are you okay? I dropped my mask and my glasses. Glasses? We need medics.
Hey! Knock it off! Back off! Get off! Back off! Get your ball! Get your ball! Get your ball!
guy, he thinks his nose is broken. I was trying to help him find his glasses. So that guy in the red walking over that way, he thinks his nose is broken. He got punched.
You don't hit a woman no more. Don't hit a female no more. That's what happens when you hit a woman. Wow. You're just gonna let him walk away. You're just gonna let him walk away.
What's the noise? What's the noise? Fuck them Proud Boys! What's the noise? Fuck them Proud Boys! What's the noise? What's the noise? What's the noise? What's the noise? What's the noise?
Who did it
just desserts, it's not just the words. Some of y'all heads up in the cloud, I'ma bring y'all back to earth. It's black back to burn. Bullshit y'all talking about out your mouth. I'm not concerned cause y'all got to learn. Cause y'all turned like Detroit Red when his head had an ultra perm. The long walk to work, bare heels so the one you know.
I never seen so many Republicans and white supremacists protect the Democrats' house. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. But the same old, I've seen police time and time again protect your white supremacist ass. All the time. The Klan looks out for themselves. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And the State Patrol, y'all should be ashamed. I know y'all don't want to be down here. I know y'all don't debate, but this much for this. Whole streets are free. 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 Whole streets are free.
this biker move his motorcycle. So they're kind of, I think they approached him.
Fuck that Harley Davidson! Fuck that Harley Davidson! Fuck your Harley Davidson! Fuck your Harley Davidson! That bike's probably racist! That bike is probably racist! Fuck your Harley Davidson! Fuck your white supremacy! Fuck your Harley Davidson! Go back to your mama! Go back to your mama! Go back to your mama! Fuck your Harley Davidson! Fuck your Harley Davidson! That bike probably racist! That bike probably racist too! A-C-A-B! A-C-A-B! When I say fuck, you say 12. Fuck! 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 Fuck the state patrol! Come on! Come on! Fuck the state patrol! Come on! Fuck the state patrol! Let me hear ya! Yeah! Fuck the state patrol! A little louder! Fuck St. Paul police! A little louder! We gotta let them know who they took the lives of. They took the lives of our community members. Our black and brown brothers, Billy Hughes, Phil Quinn, Cordell Handy, Marcus Golden. When I say his name, you say Cordell Handy. Say his name. Say his name. Sing his name. Say it loud. Say it loud. Say his name. Yeah.
So I can't. Yeah. Thank you.
What happened?
Some of them were just leaving and coming over here after that stuff happened. I just followed them to see, but they got in a little group and talked. I don't know. So I did want to clarify. I can't see the comments on the way that I'm streaming right now. So if you've asked a question, I'm sorry. I cannot answer your questions. But I did want to point out that just like on that side of the line over there, there's Hold the Line, Bikers for Trump, probably Proud Boys, I can't say who all is over there. The same thing's happening on this side of the line too. Some of the people here label themselves as Antifa. I imagine a lot of them also don't. So there's a lot of different people here from a lot of different movements, a lot of different organizations, a lot of different groups. A lot of people will probably end up calling this a Trump supporters versus Antifa thing, but you know, it's maybe a little more complicated than that. So these are the buses that I imagine the State Patrol riot police that look like that usually come in. Sometimes these are the buses that get used to take people away after they get arrested too. But they're all moving now. And this group is moving back. This is the I don't know. This is the intersection of Summit and Chatsworth. That direction is Grand Avenue, is the next street there.
Hope you all had a great day at work and protecting your people. Sweet.
about the fighting that just happened a little while ago. I wasn't there for all of it. I saw somebody grab at a scarf, a Trump scarf that was on around the neck of a probably Trump supporter because she's wearing a Trump scarf. Somebody grabbed at the scarf. After they grabbed at the scarf, she pushed the person that grabbed at the scarf, and then that kind of like raised tensions. And then somebody on that side shoved a woman, and a couple of guys kind of went after that person. One of them got punched. He thought his nose was broken. His glasses flew off his face, so I handed my phone off and I was trying to help him get the medics and find his glasses. And then a couple of other people got hurt, and I don't know anything about that because I didn't see it, but it's possible that you did because my phone might have been pointing that way when I was busy.
They shut the fuck up and they were so worried about it. They should have had a good motherfucker here. Get the fuck out of here. Motherfuckers be out here in this shit talking about that shit. And the motherfuckers supposed to take me. Fucking up
Okay. I think they're waving by over there. I think there's some concern with this group that the police were going to move in and potentially kettle everybody or something. I think that's what they were concerned about when there were those few state patrol officers in the riot gear that walked that way that we followed. So I think this group is feeling like maybe they succeeded in pushing this group back or something. Oh, that's what that is? You hear it? I hear it, yeah.
Somebody's truck is going flat. Somebody's truck is going flat. Somebody's truck.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. Sounds like. There's air coming out of that tire. So now the police are readjusting their line here. Yeah, I know, but I'm not necessarily with side. So I think that this group is wanting everybody to move down that way. There are a couple of stragglers, so I kind of want to keep filming right here. Make sure everybody is okay. All right. Those cops almost walked right by where that car was backing up. Looks like, I guess the police line is gonna move closer to these folks. Do you know if they're just gonna go around to the other side?
That's what I was wondering.
All right, they're moving up.
Yeah, they're gonna keep pushing.
They're moving up to that minivan.
Look at that guy.
Oh. Looks like that tire got.
Another car with flat.
Yeah.
One,
Oh
two,
shoot! I hope our car is so.
three.
That one got spray painted on the window also. So looks like that car has a flat tire and there's spray paint on the driver's side window, and I know that one does say "God bless America" on the back of it, so I think there's an assumption. But this is a residential neighborhood, so it's possible that some of these cars are not. Here's another one. Like that one is not.
Car also got flat and spray painted.
Move! Move! Move!
We're walking.
Move! Back!
This car's got.
Move! Back! Move! Back! Move! Back! Move! Back!
We are moving back. Oh,
Three of us
they're done
here.
moving.
Two of us are pressed
Okay,
in St. Paul.
so there's those cars I was trying to show you. Flat tire, flat tire, flat tire, spray paint on the driver's side windows and the driver's side windshields of all of those. But the police don't seem to want us to document that stuff.
So we got White Bear Lake PD here too.
So now we're coming up to Grand Avenue, and the group has crossed Grand Avenue there. They're coming up quick behind you.
He has no idea. It's the sweetest thing in the world. It's like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know.
what is going on?
There's a Trump rally.
I was taking him for a walk and I knew that there was.
Yeah, so that was there, but then there's a group of counter protesters that conflicted. They just pulled back.
I heard line 3, which I'm totally protesting, but
Yeah.
I heard them on Portland, and so I walked over.
Oh.
I was whatever I was on. I was came out of Portland walk.
Yeah.
Stopped for a cats with, and I heard them on Portland. And I called my husband. I was like, "It's not good."
There was a fighting. And then, there were a few punches that got thrown, but the police really had a solid line in between the two groups.
Yeah, no, I saw police everywhere.
Yeah. But
this is where people have to realize the police are important. Sorry,
no,
your
it's
press,
okay.
and I'm
No, you're fine.
BLM and everything, but
No,
still,
you're
saying-
fine. The counter protesters have all gone. All of them went that way.
So I live over there, so that all the
police are
pipeline
moving the
people
line
went-
again, so you're gonna have to probably.
Can I go that way?
Yeah, you can go that way. If you live down that way, I would make a loop around.
Where did the line through people go?
I didn't realize the line could just go right through me.
I know, that's weird. Some of them were included in the
Don't
chants.
record anything I just
Yeah,
said
no,
here.
some
Where
of
are you
them
with?
Move for Justice News is the local Twin Cities. We
Yay.
document
Good for
the
you.
movement. You can find us on Facebook.
I mean, I watch Unicorn Riot and stuff like that, but I don't move for justice.
Yes, we're newer. Because there's a bunch of us that are independent, and we decided to make a coalition because then we're safer in numbers.
I mean, it's one of those things where both need to have a right, as much as they don't want to say that, they both have a right to assemble.
Yes.
Say what they want to say. They can be peaceful, then okay.
Then it's a little easier.
But it was scary, for people with their guns out everywhere.
Yeah, whenever they gather, they're heavily armed. Yeah, I should catch up to this group. I don't know where they're
Thank you
going.
for
but
your work.
Yeah, I would go around a little bit. Okay. Stay safe. Do you want to come with me? Yep. Are they disbanding? Or is he just leaving?
Somebody thought that there was a dispersal order, but I didn't hear anything.
Oh, no, there was not.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. One person, that only came from one person.
Oh, okay.
That they're going to start making arrests and stuff.
Oh, interesting. Well, they are
Like
following.
everybody's kind of dispersing
Yeah.
and spread out.
That was really strange how the police line suddenly walked through us that time after not. all of a sudden we became not threatening as press. I don't know.
I think it's because it was more of an intersection, so it was like people that weren't involved at all.
Yeah.
So it was just like us. Yeah, it was really good.
It was just us and then like the lady and a dog, but okay, so we just crossed Grand Avenue. We're still on Chatsworth. And it looked like the group turned to the right over here, obviously, because they're being followed. Just stopped to talk to that lady that was wondering what was going on because she walked by walking her dogs. So we are behind the police line now. I was wondering if, okay, for anyone who's not local, we are on a street now that is parallel to Grand, which is parallel to Summit. The governor's mansion is on Summit, halfway through the block. So we're probably at about where the governor's mansion is, but 2 blocks to the right of us. So I was wondering if this group is planning on just making a circle around to the other side of the governor's mansion. But then it did sound like somebody thought there was a dispersal order given, but there wasn't. So that's why the group moved. Not sure. Hi. How are you? The library here. So we're coming up to Oxford, and the group is still moving west on whatever this street is. One street south of Grand Avenue. I'm gonna wait for these guys so we can all go through together. Trying to just go through the plants, maybe. Thanks. Alright, so there's a little line here with the 2 vans. Bike cops here and up there. I think my glasses are getting foggy. So it looks like these bike cops are going down the alley. So I think they're just wanting to head off this group from the front, possibly. Bike cops here. Right up there, those folks with green hats on are the legal observers. For anyone just tuning in, we're live right now in St. Paul, walking through a residential neighborhood. Just south of Grand Avenue, coming up to Lexington, I believe. The streamers here.
Sticking in the middle.
And there's those bike cops up there on the right, which are probably the ones that we just saw. Got some pink smoke back there. So it looks like they're gonna do that same thing again, where they go down the alley and they get ahead of the group to block off the street. The governor's residence is right over there now. So I wonder if they're trying to get this group to continue moving this way, away from the governor's residence where the other group is, to maybe avoid more clashes between the two. Just a guess, I don't know.
Everyone's waiting to jump into this.
Hey, let's get ahead of this chase car!
So he just yelled for that. There's a small group of shields, of people with shields right there, and he wants them to get ahead of the pace car. It's a pretty decent sized group still, but there's a lot more people there. There's some stragglers and some disconnect that they might want to pull tighter.
Quit your job! Quit your job! Save a life!
So again, there's this line of police, the same police line that keeps forming at every intersection here, potentially preventing these protesters from moving back towards Grand Avenue and back towards Summit. This is a dead end here, so the group has to move this way. Please take this again, my shoes untied.
fucking snatch vans that they call. None of them married out of me. It was not me. I wouldn't do something to you. I would never. Just breaking the law.
So the group is concerned over here that black van is kind of considered to be one of the snatch vans that they can pull up right next to people, slide the door open and grab them. Also, the little buses that they use for arrests were coming in from the right of us. So they're trying to keep the group tight. So that nobody gets snatched, nobody gets separated. There's a really nice sunset right now. Darn. Sounds like there's some those vans that are following are usually snatch vans. And they brought in, they're following with the little arrest buses. So we've come back to Lexington. We are still in St. Paul. We're going south on Lexington right now. This is Osceola. Coming up to St. Clair. For anyone that's just joining, this is a group of people that met around 2:30 at a park on Summit Avenue with the goal of going up to the governor's residence where there were Trump supporters rallying, and the two groups met for a bit. There was a heavy police line right in the middle. For the most part, it was chanting, singing, yelling. There were a couple of people that did get, like in small fist fights, a couple of people that got punched in the face. And then this group pulled out. And I think the cops are just kind of trying to push this group far away from the governor's residence. The governor's residence is behind us. If you went the opposite direction that we're going on Lexington and then turned right, it's like a block and a half down on Summit. So we're coming up to St. Clair, I believe, and turning right.
Stay tight, y'all! Stay tight!
So now we're heading west on St. Clair.
Y'all, he got us on the workout
What? Oh. I think we might be too far. We're not like super far.
We're gonna bring the back up a little bit so everybody can get up here.
Stop leaving us.
We're just doing a slow roll right now. Slow roll for justice. Yeah. We're gonna hold for a minute because there's like a block and a half back of people, and you got pigs right behind them. So let's just hold for our people. Let's stay tight and together. It's just advice, it's not directions.
The cops have ID'd somebody by this description, so if this sounds like you, change. Middle Eastern male with facial hair around jawline, red and yellow hoodie on underneath, a black jacket, lanyard that says Universal on it. If that's you, change right now.
All right, let's move at a pace with the car here. Stay tight and stay together. Stay tight and stay together. And stay tight on this bridge for sure. We want everybody safe. We want everybody safe. to the start point. We're gonna await orders from there, okay? Just hold.
I also say, you know, the idea that think of a role you can play next time. Like not just show up and like show up with a purpose.
Everybody has to get back to their own car at their own time. Y'all go there now, you're gonna get arrested. Guys, stop trying to get people home. Just hide back where you started.
I'm hearing a lot of talk about what people should do next. On the mic, they said that we're going back to where we started. But I hear some other people saying that there's cops back at the park that this group started at. And that's not where I started at.
Thanks, Minnesota.
Hey, how are you? Hi, how are you? Yeah. Same, foggy too. Yeah, you do the nose thing too. Yeah. That's a nice dog. In the house over there.
So they're going back to the start.
I don't know if they actually are going to back to the start. I don't know if that was. There's concern about going back to the start. You know what I mean?
Which is the start's not the governor's match.
No, the start is the park. So when we get to Grand, we might want to turn.
Only add color to my tears. Oh, that splash against my hollow bones.
So we've turned on Syndicate. We're heading back towards Grand Avenue, north towards Grand, and then Summit is the next block. I believe we're a little bit to the west of the park that everybody started at.
Is it because I'm black? Somebody tell me, what can I do?
We got 4 to 5 blocks more to go.
Something is holding me back. Is it because I'm black? Yeah. In this world of no pity, I was raised in the ghetto of the city. Yeah. Oh,
All right, we're gonna keep marching this way.
Mama, she works so
The idea is to not get kettled, not get arrested. If you are not arrestable, can you talk? If you are not arrestable, talk to this person right here.
If you're not arrestable, come find me, please. Because I'm black.
All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna march in.
Grand, I think, is the next block. I covered up the microphone.
Is it because I'm black?
I believe that we will win. I know that we will win.
What can I do?
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
612 444 265.
Just in case we don't get to talk when we get there. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out tonight. Y'all are my fucking heroes. This is a campaign at this point. Fuck the Proud Boys. Every time they come out, we come out. Right? Now, I want you to think about, for next week, I want you to think about like a role you want to play, right? Because we all want to be the badass, but nobody wants to make fucking sandwiches, but we gotta divide the labor. Think about a role you want to play next time.
$2654. That's 612-444-2654. Once we get a block ahead, await orders or suggested orders, and we'll move from there.